Rasika, how will you find a husband if you don't know how to cook? A man once asked me out of concern. I panicked. I did not know it was a prerequisite to get married. And I was so mad at my parents because, well, they always told me to make a career, make a living, be independent, but never told me to learn how to cook. A woman once told me, Rasika, you better learn how to cook now because a way to a man's heart goes through his stomach. I obviously ignored her because who even wants to marry a shallow person whose heart revolves around their stomach? I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I often wonder, why is there so much pressure on women to cook? I wondered if they are born with some sort of cooking gene. But it cannot be that because I and many women I know are definitely not born with that gene. So I thought it must be some sort of brain power that can only be acquired by women. Like, learning multiple languages is not everyone's cup of tea. But it cannot be that either because most of the rich and famous chefs around the world are men. So neither is there a cooking gene nor a cooking chromosome. So why are women socialized to see cooking as their role? The problem with gender roles is that it prescribes how we should be rather than recognizing how we are. It prescribes what we should be doing rather than recognizing what we want and do not want to do. I always thought that in this age we should celebrate being women and having the opportunities to do things that our grandmothers and great-grandmothers were not allowed to do. However, now I realize that women are expected to do cooking, cleaning, childcare, chores along with their ambitions. And it is disheartening to see this happen. Women today are pilots, doctors, engineers, lawyers, construction workers, police. They have reached everywhere. But what is it about men that they are not able to reach a room called kitchen in their very own house? Men should be able to realize that women are burdened with a lot. They are equally tired as you are. They are equally looking for a break as you are. And I'm not even talking about equality here. This is basic humanity. Also, I feel eating at restaurants and frozen food is not the solution to this problem. It is not going to let you create better health and body for yourself and your family. Fresh, home-cooked food each single day for your kids is going to build them strong health foundation. And for that to happen, each person in the house needs to contribute regardless of their gender. This is 2019, and if you still think that it is a woman's job to cook, you have some deep-rooted issues and it is high time you address them. Now obviously there are many men who cook because many people evolve, advance and progress with age, time and with the world. But what I've seen is that when a man cooks, his wife's attitude is judged, their relationship is questioned. Now see, I do not even like to cook, but it is an important and essential life skill that I had to acquire for better health. And what I've realized is that cooking is comparatively an easy skill to acquire. As long as you have two hands, can see and follow basic instructions called recipes, you're good to go. So why is it that people notice it when men cook? They are intelligent enough to acquire basic skills. Also, there is nothing derogatory about cooking. The ability to feed oneself and others is quite a noble task. So, if a man is being responsible, why is this behavior condemned? Why isn't it seen perfectly normal and natural that a man cooks, takes care of his own child, takes care of chores around his own house? Is it because you think it is unmanly to cook? I think it is unmanly not to be able to cook because if you really want to go for the archaic gender definitions, then a man spends time with his family, a man is independent, a man is strong and healthy, and a man provides for himself and others. History tells us that it is a woman's job to cook, but what we do today is also creating a history for the next generations. Let our kids see both mothers and fathers cook in the kitchen. Let us create an evolved history for them. And next time you see a man cook, remember there is nothing wrong with his wife's attitude or their relationship. In fact, men who cook live in happy marriages because there is less stress, better health, more family time, and more energy left to do whatever they want to do.